What's up, ETJ Empire? Right now, I am prepping dinner for tonight. I'm just cutting up some collard greens. What I like to do is take the stems out first, and then I'll soak them in like vinegar, or you can use salt and vinegar or whatever, however you do it. And I'll soak them, and then I'll roll them up and cut them, or I might just cut them now while I'm cutting off the stems, and then soak them, and then I can just throw them in the pot. But tonight for dinner, we're having collard greens, fried chicken wings, and sweet potatoes. So how I cut up my collard greens is I roll them up like this, roll them away from me, and then I start at the end and I just chop them thinly. I don't like them too thick, cut too thick. So I like them kind of like this size. So I'm gonna finish chopping these, and I'll show you guys when I'm about to rinse them. All right, so as you can see right here in the sink, I have my collard greens. They're all cut up. Now I'm just running some water over them, like lukewarm to cool water is fine. And I'm gonna sprinkle some salt over them. And then I'm gonna use white distilled vinegar. We're in the soak for about 10-15 minutes. Sorry, I don't have any measurements for y'all. I just pour. And my sink is clean. I cleaned it before I started recording. See, this is why it's important to clean your collard greens. Like when I was cutting them, like you can feel the grit and the dirt on them, but I don't know, this looks like something laid eggs on them or something. And I just bought them this morning. So I'm gonna let these soak for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'm gonna rinse them, and I might soak them again after seeing what I just saw, because I don't want to eat that. All right, y'all, so I have my sweet potatoes right here. I'm gonna cook about probably 5, because the kids don't too much care for them like that anyway. So I'm gonna rinse these off, and then I'm gonna come back and cut them. All right, so I have my sweet.
Go!
So I have my sweet potatoes right here. They're all rinsed off. And I'm just gonna cut the ends off first. I changed my knife to like a paring knife. And I'm just gonna peel the skin off. And after you cut the skin off of your potatoes, it should look like this. And then I'm gonna just chop it into nice little circles, I guess you can say. And I'm gonna lay them in the pan. I make like a sauce for it. I use like brown sugar, butter, sometimes orange juice.
Bam. Those are pentagons. You said circles. You said circle, those are pentagons. That's a whole different shape.
You don't worry about my potatoes. All right, so I like them like this.
Just like the
hexagons. And I'm just throw them in my bowl until I'm ready to cook them later. But like I was saying before I was interrupted, I like to make a sauce for them, which is like butter, cinnamon, brown sugar, nutmeg, and sometimes just a pinch of allspice. Sometimes I just pour it over the sweet potatoes, or I'll just heat it up in a pot and then pour it over there, over the sweet potatoes. And then I'll cook it for like an hour or so, checking it every few minutes to make sure it's not drying out. Also, I forgot to mention, today is election day. So if you haven't already, get out and vote. I'm telling y'all to vote and I haven't even voted yet, but I plan on going this afternoon after I finish doing this. And the kids are home. Well, Gianna and Caleb is home. Kyrie still had to go to school. So they're here with me, supposed to be helping me out. Gianna helped out with the baby this morning, so I wouldn't have to hack him up to take Kyrie to school. So I wouldn't have to take him with me to take Kyrie to school. So what are y'all cooking for dinner tonight? Let me know in the comments. Give me some dinner ideas. Do you guys like seeing me doing cooking videos? Should I make a separate channel for that? Let me know in the comments. While the kids are home, I might take Gianna out because she's been wanting to spend her little birthday money. So we might go out to like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something, see what she can find. All right, y'all, so I finished cutting up my sweet potatoes, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of the sweet potatoes in this bag. And then I'm going to take my collard greens out of the sink and put them in a bowl. And then I'm gonna work on cleaning and cutting my chicken. So this is done. And now I'm about to drain these collard greens. All right, so I'm gonna put these in here and rinse them again. And hopefully whatever was in there will go right through the holes. We'll do a little bit at a time. Then I'm gonna put them in my bowl right here. My collard greens are rinsed. Soap, rinsed. My sweet potatoes are cut. Now I'm about to work on the chicken wings. I'm going to stick these in a pot with some water and vinegar. And then I'm gonna cut the wing tips off because we don't eat the wing tips over here. And then I'll show you guys that in a second. I don't know if you guys can see it real good on camera, but it's a lot of dirt that came out of those collard greens. So it's important to wash your collard greens. Any vegetable really that you buy out of the store. Like you can see all that dirt right there, all up in here, around there. So make sure you clean out your sink. I already took out all the scraps that I could get out. And now I'm going to spray it with some Lysol spray. And then I'll let that sit and then I'll clean it with like some Dawn and bleach. So I cleaned and cut my chicken off of camera. I saved the tips because I'm going to use them and give them to the dog. So I'm gonna cook those a little bit, give them to him. But I'm gonna season them up and sit them in the fridge until I'm ready to cook them a little later. So I'm going to be using garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, Italian seasoning, rotisserie chicken seasoning, and 14 spice seasoning. Now I'm gonna mix this up. And this is how your chicken should look after you season it. It should look seasoned. So I'm gonna put this away and come back later and cook everything. I have to go pick up Kyrie from school and I'll be back. All right, y'all, so I left out to get Kyrie and I picked him up from school and everything, been back home for a little while, but I just left back out again to go vote. And I'm here right now. I'm waiting on Terrell to come meet me. And we're going to vote together. So I don't think you can have your phone in there. I think they make you keep your phone in your car or something. I'll see when I get up there. Okay, y'all, so I'm back from voting and I started on dinner. So right now, this is my mixture for my sweet potatoes. This is just brown sugar, butter, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little bit of orange juice. And that's pretty much done. I'm about to pour it over the sweet potatoes. And then I have my oil in this pot for my chicken, which is right here. And then I have my collard greens and my Instant Pot. I usually cook like some smoked turkey necks and use the seasoned meat water to cook them in, but I don't have any, so I'm gonna just pour some of this vegetable broth in there, let them cook down, and then I'll season them up, add some of this and some other seasonings, and then I'll let it cook a little bit more. So my collard greens have cooked down. And now I'm about to season them and cook them a little bit longer because they're still not cooked how I would like them. I don't like tough greens. So I'm going to put this in there. Better Than Bouillon vegetable base. And then I'm going to add some onion powder, garlic powder, 14 spice. This is one of my go-tos. A little bit of Danos. And I might add a little bit of this. I add pretty much the same seasonings, plus or minus one or two when I cook. So I do add chili flakes just to give it a little bit of spice, but I don't think I have any. Yeah, I don't think I have any. I might be out. Oh, I do have a little bit right here. When you add the crushed red pepper, just add a pinch, because if you add too much, it will be spicy. Super spicy. Some Italian seasoning. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Danos. Then my 14 spice. And then I'm going to add this. It's my bouillon seasoning base. And then I'm going to add just a little bit more of this so you'll have something to cook in. So I'm gonna put this on for about 7 more minutes. And that should be perfect. Now I'm going to turn on my oil for my chicken. And get ready to fry that. But right now I'm going to take out my sweet potatoes and stir them. Here is the sweet potatoes. All the juice and stuff is at the bottom. They're still a little hard, so I'll continue cooking them. Just want to make sure all of them are coated before I put it back in there. So one thing I usually put on my chicken when I'm frying it, which is I hardly ever fry anything unless it's fish, but I usually put my chicken wings in the air fryer and they still get crispy the same. But this time I just wanted fried chicken like cooked in oil. So I'm going to add a little bit of mustard. And this is just to make the chicken like crispy and make the flour adhere to the chicken. You're not going to taste the mustard at all. Here is my batter. It's just some flour, and I added some of the same seasonings that I use to season the chicken into my flour. If you want to know if your grease is ready or not, take a wooden spoon, stick it down in the oil, and when it starts bubbling around the spoon, then that means the oil is ready. Or you can just take a pinch of flour and throw it in the oil, and if it sizzles, you know it's ready that way as well. So I'm just mixing in that mustard that I put on top of the chicken. Show me. Yes. It's all mixed in. Alright, so now I'm just gonna put a few pieces in this flour. Oops. Shake it up. I like to keep one hand clean and one hand dirty when I'm cooking. That's how your chicken should look, and then you just throw it in the oil. So my collard greens are finished cooking. My chicken is almost done. I'll show you guys in a second how it should look when it comes out. Alright y'all, so my chicken is done. And this is what you want to look for, that nice golden, crispy look. So here's the finished dinner. Here's the collard greens, the fried chicken, and this is the sweet potatoes. Alright y'all, so we're gonna end the video right here. We're about to enjoy dinner and head on to bed. Everybody say good night. Good night. Caleb.
Bye, y'all.
This is my empire, yeah. We gon' build until we out of here, build an empire, yeah. Brick by brick, we gon' build till we in a castle on a hill, build an empire, yeah, yeah. I got you got me. This is how it ought to be in an empire, yeah. Swear we gotta keep it real, yeah, 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 yeah. This is my empire, yeah. We gon' build until we out of here, build an empire, yeah. Brick by brick, we gon' build till we in a castle on